Hello fam, I hope you're well, I hope you're good. As I always say, take one day at a time if you're not okay, alright? Another thing that you guys must never forget to do is to always put God in all that you do. Don't forget to pray, alright? Check it out. We have 4 questions here basically 3 questions in terms of how to simplify. Somebody asked me to solve these problems for them, so I'd like to share this with you guys, alright? So that you guys can just see how we simplify, alright? Check it out. So let's just say you have that problem number 1, which is given by x squared plus 2x over x. Right? There are 2 ways in which you can do this. As long as the fraction has one denominator, and that denominator is being shared by different numerators. What am I talking about? Remember, a fraction is given by a over b, where a is called the numerator and b is called the what? The denominator. So anything that is above the division line is called numerator. Anything that is below the division line is called what? Denominator. So you, as a child of God, you as you know what I'm talking about, right? The Bible says that we are the head. We are not the what? The tails. We are above and we are not what? Under. So you need to know who you are, that you are the numerator. And who's the devil? The devil is the denominator, hence devil, denominator. I'm just saying. Okay, let's continue, guys. So now you can see that these 2 numerators that are sharing the x, right? We can break down the fractions. So I can make it like this: x squared over x plus 2x over x. What did I do? I just decomposed the fraction. I just break it down into 2 pieces. Because remember, when we have 2 fractions that have the fractions that they are having the same denominator, we keep the denominator and add the numerators. So now I'm having 2, I'm keeping the denominator, I'm adding them. That's what happened there, okay? So I had to reverse it back. So now, check it out. You are having what? This fraction, x squared over x. So when you are having x squared over x, what you need to do is that you must remember the laws of exponents. So whenever you have j divided by j, this is the same as j over j. Let's just say it's j squared, right? Yeah. Right. So what happens, this law says that whenever we are dividing exponents of the same base, we keep the base and we subtract the exponents. So I'm going to say j squared minus 1, because the exponent here is always 1. There's an invisible 1 that you can't see, guys. If you don't see any exponent here, just know that there is 1. Okay, thank you so much. Then the answer is going to be what? J to the power 1. So meaning here I'm going to have what? Someone has an idea. So here I'm going to have what? X. So 2 minus 1, x, plus. Look at this one. There is a number here is 1. 2 divided by 1 is just going to give me 2. Now I'm looking at the x, right? On the x divided by x is the same as x over x. I keep the denominator, I keep the base. Now the exponent is 1. So 1 minus 1, because it's 1 and 1. Remember, anything to the power 1, anything, okay, you know it's going to give me 0. Anything to the power 0 give me what? 1. So meaning here I'm going to have what? 1. And then what is the answer? X plus 2 is going to be my final answer. This is the first method. I'm sorry, I'm having a bit of a flu, so yeah. By God's grace, get a wash up. Right. So let's look at the second method of how to do this. Maybe most people might prefer the second method. You never know. The second method goes by, you look at the numerator, right? Your numerator there, you must check what we call factorization. Factorization has 4 ways you can work it out, right? Check my video as James the Decomposer and the Synthesizer on YouTube of the simplicity of factorization. You will see it, guys. Lovely. It's about an hour, so you gotta take your time. Make sure you have your snacks there, you have your own drinks there. Hey, boy, now enjoy. Okay, check it out. So here I'm gonna look at what you call the common factor. I'm having x squared, I'm having x. I don't have 2. So 2 can be a common factor. A common factor can be a number or a variable or a letter that is found in each and every term. So if you don't see that number or that letter in any term, it's not a common factor. Are we together? I hope we are. So here, x. So when you're looking at the common factor, take the lowest one, not the biggest one. Are we together? Of course we are. Check it out. So I'm going to say x into x plus 2. Divide by x. You see what I've done there? I took this x as a common factor. So when I remove it, there's one that is going to be left. 2 times 1 is 2. You see that? From here, as soon as there are 2 x's, as soon as I remove 1, I'm left with what? 1. So x times x from the laws of exponents. When you multiply the exponents of the same base, you keep the base and you add your exponents. Are we together? Check again my video again there on YouTube about how to decompose exponents. You'll see. Okay. Then now check. X goes with x. Then I left with x plus 2. Well, it's up to you guys on which method do you guys prefer. All right. Alright, good stuff. So let's go to this question number 2. So now we can look at this one. It says what? X squared minus 5x plus 6 all divided by x squared minus 7x plus 12. How do you do this? Can I use the first method of Nah, you can't use that one because this one, this one is 3 terms. And it also gives a trinomial expression vibes. So you can't really break it down in that way. You just gotta use one method in this case, which is factorization. Okay. Factorize the first part, which is the numerator, the top part. Okay. So when you factorize, you're gonna do what? You're gonna check the common factor. Do I see x here? Yes. X here? Yes. X here? No. Can x be common factor? No, because a common factor must be found in each and every term. Do I see 6? No. 5? No. So it can't be. Now, what do? Open the brackets. All divide. Now, what are the factors of x squared? It's x and x. So we can say square root of x squared will give me what? X. What is a term that I can multiply by x and gives me x squared? Obviously, x times x will give me x squared. So I'm going to put x and x. Alright? When the middle term is negative and the last term is positive, all the signs are going to be negative inside the brackets. Check my video again on YouTube of factorization. You will see what I'm talking about. Okay, then it's going to be minus and minus. Then we are done. Now, let's look at the last term. We need the factors of the last term such that when we multiply them, they give us 6. When we add them, they must give us the middle term. Okay, the factors of 6 is going to be what? 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. So 1 plus 6 will give me 7. So I cannot use that. 2 plus 3 can give me 5. So I'm going to make use of what? 3 and 2. Check. Minus 3 minus 2 will give me that minus 5. If you know how to simplify binomial by binomial, simplify this, it will take you back to that one. Trust me. So you're done working out on this one. Let's work on the last part, which is this one, right? So this one I'm going to say, open brackets again. I don't see any common factor. X, no. 12, no. 7, no. It's just a no. You got it. Then from there, the factors of x squared is going to be what? X and x. Good stuff. Now, the middle term is negative, the last term is positive. What happens? When the middle term is negative and the last term is positive, everything in the brackets becomes what? Negative. Negative. Now, look at this one. Let's find the factors of 12. 12 equals to 1 times 12, 3 times 4, and 2 times 6. Those are the factors of 12. So 2 plus 6 will give me 7? No. 1 plus 12 will give me 7? No. 3 plus 4 will give me 7? Yes. And check my future. Negative times negative, positive. Negative times negative, positive. Now, what do? You look at the terms that are the same, guys. Check. This one and this one are Kesana. This one and this one, they are all gone. What are we left with? We're left with these two. So our answer is going to be x minus 2 over x minus 4. Then you are done. Don't say, no, hey, you're not talking about time, it's not going to also simplify the to the end. Don't bury yourself alive, please. X will give me 1. Then R1. Guys, I go to x divided by x to 1. And I negative divided by. I can see I'm positive. And I R3. Don't do that with it. No. This is the end of our. You get it? Please stay blessed. More is still coming. Love you all. Some people thought maybe I'm gone. No, there's still this one that is left. Okay, guys, let's do this one, right? So the last one is given by x cubed y. I was about to say minus y. And minus 4xy squared, all divided by x squared y squared. Okay, so if you want to, guys, what you can do is that you can apply the first method that we have applied on the first question by doing what? Remember, these two numerators, they are sharing the same denominator, which is x squared and y squared. Okay, then from there, you can apply that method and say x cubed y over x squared y squared minus 4xy squared divided by x squared y squared. It's also okay if you feel like you can do that method. Okay, no one is gonna penalize you for that as long as you know that is making sense. Okay, very good. Don't forget to show the equal signs when you're doing your steps. Okay, very much important. Then from there, what do? Remember the laws of exponents. X cubed minus x squared obviously is gonna give us what? X. And then this one, it goes there. The answer is going to be x over y. People are like, how did you do that? Check it out. X cubed minus 2, right, times y minus 2. The answer will give us x, which is this one. Now, this one, you are subtracting a lower number from, you go ahead, you get it, right? Then it's going to be minus 1. So it's going to be y to the power minus 1. They said you must never leave your answers as negative exponents, right? So then there's a law that says that whenever you are having j to the power minus m, james will be what? Will be 1 over j to the power m. Hey, because just all I want to go negative, what I would say positive. One and only positive is one. I bet m it means mahalo, my same name, together, stay blessed. Then from there, I can write that down x times 1 over y, which is the same as what? X over y. This is how I got it. I hope you guys got that. And then I can erase here. Minus. Here, I'm going to have what? 2 minus 1. It's going to be 4 over x. This and that will go. This is what I'll be having. Then you know, at the end of the day, you want to make the fraction to be the same, right? You just have to simplify it further. I'm just telling you, you can simplify it further. But I want to go back to that lovely method that I love, which is this one. Check the common factor. The common factor here is y. And then the common factor, obviously, is just y squared. So I'm going to say y and x into, so as soon as I release x here, I'm left with 2. X squared, y is gone, minus 4, y. All divided by, oh, so it's going to be what? Oh yeah, it's y here, it's okay. X squared, y squared. Then from there, what happens? Y, eliminate 1y, x squared, eliminate 1x, so I'm left with what? X squared minus 4y divided by what? By x, y. That's our final answer. Can I have another common factor here? No. And remember here, it looks like we can have the difference of two squares, but we can't because of there is this y. If it was y squared, we're good. Literally good. So now there is nothing we can do. We're just going to leave your answer like this. If you simplify that one of x over 4 minus 4 over, was it y? Whatever that it was here. But you remember here, guys, if you simplify that fraction there, you will see it must take you back here at the end of the day. So guys, this is how I just wanted you guys to see how we actually simplify fractions in a way. You guys will come across this type of questions in tests, in exams, you'll come across this. This is basically for the grade 9s, grade 10s, and a bit of grade 11s, but not really. Yeah, but stay blessed, Mafethu. If you want any questions of simultaneous, check some of my previous videos that I've made, Mafethu, on my TikTok as James the Decomposer and the Synthesizer, even on YouTube. You guys, you will really appreciate how God is helping people so you can actually understand. Okay? Stay blessed, Mafethu. I love you all. Don't forget to pray. Don't forget to love one another.